Good morning, everyone. All right, we are heading out. No coffee on the porch this morning because it's already been a busy morning for me this morning. I got up, went and took a shower, got things going this morning, and then family showed up. I spent some time with the family, had me about a half a cup of coffee before it's time for me to go to the senior center for potluck bingo. And so I'm excited about it. They did tell me this month that I didn't have to bring anything since I just signed up for it. And so I wanted to bring something, but to be honest, I didn't have time to cook anything after jury duty all day yesterday. And then I was tired when I got home and I was exhausted because listening to the prosecutor and the defense and the judge and paying attention very carefully to what they were saying, hyper focused on all the information, exhausted me. Okay. And so today is a chill out day for me. After that, I am a bingo caller on Mondays. A Monday night, I did not do bingo last night. I was too exhausted. So I went to bed early last night, slept really good, and I slept for probably 10 hours, and then got up and, it's been busy. My family's been over. So here I go off to potluck bingo, and we're going to see what I get into. And I'll just do small clips like I did yesterday while I was at the courthouse, because everything has to stay within the courtroom, And so yesterday you got a video of me just doing small clips, and that's probably what I'll do today. It's just small clips about me playing bingo, and either that or just pictures. I'm not sure how I'm going to handle it, but we're going to do it anyway. And I don't do the exercise, clips or pictures, because it's not a pretty sight, and there's no way I can not get other people in the picture. Okay. So anyway, all right. I will see what happens when I get over there, all right? Look at me playing bingo. Hey everyone, I had a great time at bingo. I told you that I was going to give you a little snippet while I was in there. We had fried chicken, and they had all kinds of sides that I could not have, but I ended up having a little guacamole. They had I had a little bit of taco soup without the tortillas. What else did I have? They had spinach balls. It was pretty much spinach, cheese, and cream cheese, and other things. And so I had one of those. I had a few strawberries, and that's pretty much what was on my plate today. Did I make wise choices? I think I did. I tried to keep it. Oh, and I had chicken salad. And the chicken salad that I tried today was definitely pretty much all chicken, and it had chicken, herbs, and celery in it, and mayonnaise. And so I stayed to a high protein kind of meal with just a little bit of carbs in it. And I'm really working hard on making sure that when I do these outings that I am actually making wise choices. I'm not doing any of they do like go out to restaurants and stuff like that, and you have to pay for your meal in advance and pay for the trip and everything. No, you have to pay for the trip plus the meal, I think, because they take their big van and everybody goes in their van. And I haven't decided on whether I was going to do any of those outings yet or not. I'm just going to stick to the senior center and do the, the potluck kind of things. And so I have Thursday, I have that one coming up, and it's bring a Halloween themed dish. And so that's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to make the deviled eggs is what I'm going to make. And that's why I bought the eggs. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get off here, and I will see you guys back at the house where I can have some more coffee, because I only had a half a cup of coffee this morning before it was time for me to get over here to the senior center. So I'll see you back at the house. Good evening, everyone. It is 6 o'clock in the evening. I just went and laid down for a little while. I didn't really take a nap, but I did lay down for about 45 minutes and rested. I'm going to bring you in and show you my levels. I have been eating like, I think I am doing well with eating out. I do worry when I'm going out and eating, like at these luncheons. Oh, and by the way, I was gonna go to the Halloween luncheon on Thursday, but I can't because I have to video a food bank haul for you guys, so I can't go. I was looking at my schedule and I was like, oh no, I can't go to that function because I've got to video something for you guys. So I'm gonna have to postpone that. And I had some things that I was signing up for November and December, and I'm gonna have to look at those too and make sure that I don't miss any food bank hauls for you guys or things that you guys like to watch. And so I'm gonna have to schedule around that. So yeah, because I don't want to miss a day of things that you guys enjoy watching. So I'll miss my my events so that I can film for you guys. But that's okay. Okay, you guys bless me every day. So all right, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this, and we're going to get all of this turned into the doctor. We're going to start with the glucose level. Oops, I jerked my finger away from it. Okay, that one hurt. All right, let's go with the glucose first. $117. It's below 120, which is what I'm looking for. So I think I did pretty good on my first meal for the day. There went. At first, I didn't have enough sample for them. $1.2. So I am in ketosis. That's all that I matter is that for me is that it's above 0.5. It's not as high as it has been, but as long as I'm above 0.5, that's what the doctor told me. Don't concern yourself with trying to get higher. Just make sure it's above 0.5. So, all right. So I've got this done. I am going to turn turn this off and get this into the doctor, and then we're gonna head into the kitchen, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna make for my second meal of the day today, because we're gonna have leftovers from my bingo today. We are. All right, everyone. I know that I have dishes in the sink. I have been focused on other things today, other than filming and keeping my kitchen clean. All right, so just bear with me today. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to make for my dinner tonight. And yeah, I'm going to make it quick and easy and using things that I have. So first thing we're going to do is, let me make sure that you can see everything. Yes, you can. All right. So I have this bag. They brought this to me as I was leaving, and so I know what's in it. They had leftover chicken, fried chicken, at the event, and they wanted me to have a parting, like a little parting dinner tonight. They told me that this is to start your dinner. Okay, so I was grateful, and they don't keep leftovers up there, so everybody had to take home what was left over. So I think that's a leg and a thigh there, and they wrapped it in a paper towel for me so it wouldn't get like soggy, and I'm going to throw it into the microwave, and I will bring you back. Now I'm going to pop this in the microwave, and I'll be right back. Hold on, because I'm going to show you another thing I'm going to make myself. So I'm even going to use the paper towels that it was wrapped in to go over the chicken so it doesn't splatter in my microwave. So give me a second. There we go. All right, so I'm going to put it in for 1.5 minutes. And while that 1.5 minutes is going, I am going to get me another bowl. I'm enjoying using my fall dishes to get things done, and you're going to hear it popping in the background. And remember, I cut up some of those cucumbers, so I'm going to take about that much of the cucumbers, and I'm going to make a cucumber tomato salad. Remember I'm still working my way through these tomatoes and checking as I go to make sure they haven't gone bad. So let me get a pair of glasses out and check on these tomatoes because they are quite old. All right, I do have one that's molded in there. So since that one is okay, there's 5 of them in there. The rest of these are going to go into the trash. Those 5 were good. And so they were not touching the molded one. So I'm going to come in with a little knife, and we're going to cut these tomatoes in half. So it's going to go from 5 little grape tomatoes to 10 halves. There we go. And I'm going to come in with, remember the ranch dressing? It's still good. I'm coming in with the ranch dressing. And I'm just going to put a tablespoon in there. And I can have up to 2 tablespoons of this ranch dressing. But I'm just going to use 1. And then I'm going to come in with a fork. And I am going to mix that ranch dressing in with the cucumbers. And just make sure everything is coated. See? Just like that. And I think this is going to be delicious. Here we go. That's good. And here we go. This is what I'm going to have for dinner, minus the skin. And actually, I looked it up. And because I have very little carbs in this, I can actually have the skin. Because the amount of flour on there is minimal. It's not like bread, you know, so I could actually have that if I wanted to. But I'm gonna take the skin off of it and just enjoy the protein off of it and the cucumber salad. And that's what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. And then I'll bring you in when I get ready to do something else, like maybe a cup of evening coffee. Who knows? I want to thank you all for coming in and spending the day with me. I am having myself a nice cup of decaf coffee this evening and ending my day. I will not have any snack because I'm still full. So it's been wonderful spending the day with you all, and I truly have enjoyed it. I want to thank you all for coming into my home and just being with me today. And following me as I went and played bingo today. I did discover that as I was looking through my schedule, that I think I said that already, but I am not going to go to the Halloween bingo because there is a food bank haul on that day. And so I'm going to go to the food bank and make sure that everyone that's involved in my food bank receives food, because that's way more important than a Halloween party bingo. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a point to make the eggplant parmesan tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do. And I was looking over the eggplant recipe. Let me find it really quick. Here it is. Let me get my glasses on. What did I do with them? Oh, here they are. And I was going over. The funny thing is that I was going over this recipe, and it calls for an eggplant, ground Italian sausage, but I'm going to be using breakfast sausage for it because I used all the Italian sausage that I had and made breakfast patties with it. So now I'm going to use the breakfast sausage to make this with. It calls for 4 ounces of cream cheese, water, chicken bouillon, which I have, 1 egg, which I have, ricotta cheese. I couldn't find ricotta cheese, so we're going to use cottage cheese instead. shredded mozzarella, olive oil, garlic powder, and dried parsley. The funny thing is this is called eggplant parmesan, but it doesn't have Parmesan cheese. It has shredded mozzarella instead. And I was pretty darn sure that eggplant parmesan has Parmesan cheese. So I'm confused about this as to why it's called eggplant parmesan when you're using mozzarella cheese instead of Parmesan cheese. But I do have mozzarella cheese that I can use for this. I have it in the freezer and I'll get it out tonight. But I'm thinking that I'm going to take another look at other recipes and see how they make it with the Parmesan cheese and how it changes the amount of carbs and proteins that are in it, because that's what I'm looking for, is the carbs and protein. And another thing that it does is it says that on here you only have 8 ounces of Italian sausage, and it says 8 fluid ounces. So I'm going to change this recipe up, is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make it the amount of protein and carbs that I need. And I'm going to adjust it, is what I'm going to do. Because it says 13 grams of carb for 1 serving. And I want to see if I can reduce it down to 10. And I want to put the protein on it is 21 grams, which is really only 1 ounce of protein. And so if it's only 1 ounce of protein and you're adding in 4 fluid ounces of cream cheese, 8 fluid ounces of Italian sausage, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. The carbs and the protein doesn't make sense. It doesn't convert for me. So I'm going to have to adjust this to make it in the measurements that I need it in, and count it again. But I'll do that tomorrow. But I wanted to thank each and every one of you for coming and spending the day with me and enjoying time with me, and coming into my home. I want to let you know that I'm going to be leaving playlists as well as a subscribe button. If you haven't already watched my older videos, please go back and watch them. Every view counts, every one of them. And every like, every subscribe. So if you haven't subscribed, please do that. And yeah, it makes a difference in my life. And I just want to help you guys to show you what I'm doing each and every day. And yeah, and so I thank you for coming in. I really do. But above all, I want you to be blessed, because you guys bless me each and every day just by showing up and hitting the subscribe button, hitting the like button, and watching my videos. It blesses me. And I will see you guys tomorrow.